What's up, it's Robert. And the purpose of this video is to provide some examples of neutral dialogue or neutral tonality. I kind of talk about this in my book, Skilled Compassion, which is a guide. The subtitle is Concise Guide for Mental Health Workers to Jump the Learning Curve. Could have also been subtitled A Guide for Mental Health Workers to Help Their Clients Without Getting Pulled In. Now, the way I can tell when somebody's pulled in, it's evident in the dialogue and the back and forth between the helper, the social worker, and the client. It's clear from the language and the back and forth, all right? But in a book, you can't hear. You need the sound. You need to hear the sound, okay? So that's what this video is for. Now, what does it sound like to be neutral with a client? Well, let's say I got to come up with some like imaginary scenarios because I don't want to share anything private, right? So a general scenario that comes up over and over is let's say you have a client with schizophrenia. So they come to you and they say, yeah, I've been hearing a lot of voices lately. Okay? And depending on how they say it and the delivery of how they say it, a common response from the case manager or the social worker would be, have you been taking your meds? And already that violates the proper communication rhythm. Why? Because number one, it shows investment or attachment to outcome, right? Number two, it shows an assumption that may not be the case in the client's mind. The assumption would be that meds would take care of the problem, and the second assumption is that the client wants to get rid of the problem. Okay? So here's what clean communication sounds like. The client says, I've been hearing voices lately. I would say, the whole first phase is just gathering information. It's orienting myself to the client's reality. So so they say that, and I'm trying to compute this. I'm trying to put myself in that position and understand what is going on in their reality. So, okay, I'm thinking they're experiencing these voices. What are those voices like? That would be my answer. All right? Or voices like what? Okay? But the tone is almost, I would say, scientific. Like oh, the cells didn't multiply overnight in the petri dish. Like I'm trying to figure stuff out. Versus if you come at it from an emotional angle and you're like, and your response sub-communicates the oh no response. Now you're panicking. If the client was already panicking about their voices, now you're confirming that they're right to panic about it because you're responding. Like, for instance, a response that would sub-communicate panic would be like, if they say, I've been hearing voices lately, and you say, let me think. If you said, oh no, and you don't see the psychiatrist for another 2 weeks, like that would sub-communicate like panic, like the oh no, right? Or but you just saw the psychiatrist. Like, do you hear the panic in the voice? Like it sub-communicates that there's a problem, and that's not the right point yet. See, the problem with this is some good stuff. The problem, the cause of burnout is when the social worker experiences all of these problems that are not really problems, but the sensation of there's a problem, like that is a negative feeling. It's like a fight or flight response. So if you go through your week having all of these fight or flight responses, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, no wonder at the end of the week you're like, oh, I need my weekend. Thank goodness for, like, you're doing it wrong. So, and also then it creates a dependence, right? Where the client uh, needs confirmation from the outside that there's something wrong. The better way is to teach them that if they think something's wrong, first they have to figure out for themselves, and then if there is, then do something about it. So let's go back to, and let's try to finish this dialogue. So the client says, I've been hearing voices, and I say, because I don't know, I don't have enough information, so I said, okay, like what kind of voices, like what do they sound like? And then they'll say, oh, blah, 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 blah. Okay, like how often, like once a day, or like once a day, or like all the time? Are you hearing them now? And like, okay. Does it, I'm curious, is it, like, what's the effect on you? Is it making it hard to do certain tasks or something? So see, I'm trying to figure out, like, what's the problem? Like what is it from their perspective? What's going on, and why is it a problem? If it is a problem, I'm trying to figure out if it's a problem. So, okay, and then they'll say, oh yeah, like, well, it just makes me really paranoid because I don't know if somebody's really there or not. Okay, so that's really important information for me to have. Then I'll say, oh, whoa, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Like, if I heard something and then I didn't know if there was actually somebody there saying it or not, like that would really, really make me fearful. Like shoot, but I mean, how? So let's say, supposing that happens, which you're telling me that's what's happening to you. How do you go about figuring out if it's originating from a real person or not? All right, so now I'm not telling them what to do. I'm like guiding them through it, right? But see how it's impossible for me to get pulled in now, because I, as the worker, I don't have an agenda. I'm not saying like, you need to do this or you need to do that, or I'd like you to, right? No, I'm here to help the other person figure it out. So then they're gonna say, well, yeah, I guess I could do blah blah blah, right? I guess I could like check to see if somebody's around behind the wall or something, like to look around the corner, right? And then I would say, I'd say, all right, well, I mean, I said, it might work, it might not. I said, but you can certainly try it, and you'll get certain results, and that will tell you whether it works or not. If you don't get the results you want, then you got to try a different approach. So then the client will go, okay, yeah, I'll do that. And I say, okay, cool. That's the plan. I'm looking forward to hearing like what you find out. Okay, so now that was like a full example. So that was an example of like a back and forth and what it sounds like to be quote unquote invisible, right? I think I mentioned this in the book, but I can't remember. All right, this video is long enough, so I'll make another one as it comes to the surface. But I hope you get the feel for first phase is information gathering. Second phase is like clarifying like what is the problem. Third phase is helping the client to generate and start to think in terms of cause and effect and what might be a potential solution for this. Okay, if you want the full mindset and the full perspective, then check out the book on Amazon. It's Skilled Compassion. I don't know how much longer it's going to be at the current price. The publisher might increase it, so go straight to Amazon. It's Kindle only. If you do have Kindle Unlimited, then it's free. But if you have a Kindle, then you can get it. It's not paperback. So anyways, check it out, and I'll see you in the next video.